Gamer Gacha. Game on.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Bubble Dragon Saito here. Roar! And this time I am making sure I am a bubble dragon because the last time I was a dragon, I didn't even knew and blew bubbles out of my mouth, which made the people hunting me died in space. So I say, but I was able to get them to safety before they died for real and erased everyone's memory about me as a dragon so I don't have to be continuously hunted down for the rest of my life. I mean, not the first time in erasing memories or destroying evidence, but if you have seen my previous videos, then you know what I'm talking about. But either way, today I'll be playing a game called Puzzlebobble 2. So with that being said, let's begin playing the game. Puzzlebobble 2. Let's begin. Okay, puzzle game is what I'm gonna do. And the path I'll be taking this one. Alright, while I do that, now let me explain about the game. Puzzlebobble 2 is a tile matching video game by Taito, the first sequel to Puzzlebobble. It is also known in Europe and North America as Bust-A-Move Again for arcades and Bust-A-Move 2 Arcade Edition for home consoles, released into the arcade in 1995. Home conversions followed for the PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Nintendo 64 and Windows platforms. Man, I am good. The game was also included in Taito Legends 2, but the US arcade version was included in the US PlayStation 2 version instead. Further ports for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were released by City Connection alongside Puzzlebobble 3 in February 2023. Some of the gameplay changes that Puzzlebobble 2 features similar gameplay to the first installment in the series with a few additions. The biggest addition is the introduction of wide stages in which the board has been expanded to fit the entire screen. This allows for more intricate patterns with the bubbles. Also, new bubbles were added to the game, in which there are the star bubble. Hitting this bubble with a normal bubble will pop all bubbles of that color. Then this bubble will pop as well, which is very helpful actually. Metal bubble, a special bubble that can be fired from the launcher. When shot from the launcher, all bubbles that collide with this bubble will pop. It will not cling to anything and will only bounce until it leaves the board. The trouble bubble. This bubble is an indestructible bubble, meaning it cannot burst. It can still be dropped, however. The trouble bubble being those ordinary bubbles that you can see right now. And the blocker. Like the trouble bubble, it cannot burst, but it also cannot be dropped. So it's an obstacle as the appearance is not a bubble. Well, considering this is a bit more challenging than the previous one, I'm okay with it having a little more challenge. Let's just hope I don't lose this time, because that's the last thing I need on my good conscience right now. I mean, in the first part I didn't lose at all, but in the second part I did lose a lot, so I want to try avoiding that this time. But first I need to think about how I'm going to get out of this mess first. Okay, come on. Oh yeah! Okay, come on. Just gotta get this one. Oh yeah, done. Oh well. I'll take the path is D. I'll take this path now. Okay. While I'm doing that, puzzle mode is changed to now have a branching path system like Darius and Outrun, which I'm referring to as the game actually. Where every 5 boards the player clears, they can choose which set of 5 boards to tackle next, as you have seen already. This means that they can see a different ending depending on the final set reached on the way. Yeah, considering how many endings there are, you'll be surprised. And as I said before, this game does have a lot of branching paths and there are various endings, but the truth is I'll only be focusing on one ending because, well, let's just say I don't have enough time for that right now. So yeah, I guess you'll just have to focus on me getting only one ending and not every other endings this branching path has. Just gotta... Oh yeah! Alright. Besides the puzzle mode, there's also the versus mode, which is changed as well. A player versus computer mode is introduced, allowing the player to compete against the computer player with a story playing out. Each character has a different behavior of playing. There are 12 opponents to face. Well, I'll explain that more when... how do I explain it? When I do end up playing the player versus computer mode. But for now, I need to focus on what I'm doing right now and making sure I don't lose. I really wish at times like these the reticle would be available again. Well, in any case, the time bonus in this game is more stricter than the original Puzzle Bobble, only taking 48 seconds to reach nothing as opposed to the original 64 seconds. In return, the bonus is multiplied by 10 times the original game's value, meaning that the maximum time bonus is now 500,000 points instead of 50,000. Which is, at one point, is a good thing, but at the same time, it's a bad thing to those who are, let's say, not an expert in puzzle games. I mean, I'm handling as best as I can right now, but I cannot call myself an expert in this sort of thing. I mean, heck, I'm having a hard time deciding where to aim. Well, it's a good thing I still have a good shot on my aims, but it still takes a lot of time. Okay, some versions of the game, including the PlayStation, feature time trial competitions in which a single player attempts to finish simple rounds quickly enough to beat previous time records, or two players simultaneously attempt to beat the records and each other. While for some challenging players who do want a challenge, it would be a good thing, but not for me. I mean, I'm already having a hard time completing this as fast as possible, so I don't think a time trial will be good enough for me, nor I don't think I can handle. But hey, I did said this before when I first played Puzzle Bobble, but I like this kind of game. It's very fun, nostalgic and fun. Even if it is hard, it just brings a joy inside me. A joy that can never be expressed with just words. So yeah, I like this type of game. Hope to continue playing in the future. And the next, I'll take this one. Okay, now let me explain to you more about the puzzle mode. In this mode, the player goes through a series of stages to reach the ending of the game, as I have said before. At the beginning of the game, the player selects any two sets of 5 levels, set A or set B, which for me, I have selected set B, to begin playing. After clearing a set, that they can choose to either play the set on the left of it or the set on the right of it. For example, if you clear set B, you can select either set D or E for your next set. Yeah, for me, I selected B and then went straight to D. Now, in total, there are 2 sets for the first stage, 3 sets for the second, and all the way to the 7th for the final stage. Yeah, branching paths can have a lot of sets, but only 2 sets to be more precise, that you can select from. Oh man, gotta focus. Almost got it. I don't know if I can make that aim. Oh, come on! Come on, come on. Oh, close. Almost. Done! Man, I wish I could do faster in these challenging puzzle types, but it can't be helped. What's done is done. Okay, so the sets I'm talking about is set A or B, the first 5 stages, set C, D or E, which is 6 to 10 stages, F, G, H or I, 11 to 15 stages, J, K, L, M or N, which is 16 to 20 stages or rounds to be more precise. O, P, Q, R, S or T, which is 21 to 25 rounds. And finally the U, V, W, X, Y, Z or question mark, which is 26 to 30 rounds. For me personally, I'll be taking the question mark route. There are 27 different sets that are available from set A to set question mark, as you have seen. This means that there's a total of 135 stages in the game, and you will only be able to see 30 of them like the previous installment. Once you clear the 30th stage, the game will end and you will get an ending screen depending on the final set cleared. Oh dear. Come on, come on. Close enough, yes! Okay, once the game has been completed, at the final screen, you will be seeing your final score with Bub below it, and the title screen with a code for another world. Completion of the single player game gives the player a code that can be entered to unlock another world for the single player game, which features subtle changes to the existing levels. To increase their difficulty and changes to all backdrops to resemble levels from Bobble. The various enemies from Bobble also make an appearance in the background of the credits sequence, which you'll see later on. I just need to focus right now on getting this done. Okay, doing good so far. Done! Okay, hope I can handle this. As I have explained before, there are many endings this game has to offer. And I'll tell you all of them right now, but not for the question mark that I will be going through. First is the U level, where you have found the treasure box ending. The V level, where you can relax and be free ending. The W level, where you are getting married ending. Actually, now that I think about it, the married ending might not be so bad. But I am not that type of person. I mean, I just have some issues, okay? The X level, where you have many friends. The Y level, where you can relax and be free, but with more happiness ending. And finally, the Z level, where you have earned a Medal of Honor. As for the question mark ending, I guess in this case, I wouldn't spoil it, so I'll let you see it once I finish this game. But for right now, to be continued, it's more like. I just don't want to spoil, that's all. Come on, come on. Gotta be careful with this. Every time he does that, it's so distracting. I mean, yeah, I'm happy too, but it's really distracting, bub. Can you please not do it? Well, that's wide. Well, it can't be helped. Okay, I really need to focus right now, so I'll talk later, but... Oh, come on, come on. These kind of remind me of the way these bubbles are set, they kind of remind me of a hive, a beehive of sorts. Not like the ones in the real world, more like something you would usually see. Yeah, I am so bad at aiming. At least that one was handled pretty well. I just gotta get my aim right, but I can't seem to get it. Well, I handled that one at least. And that one too. Come on. Yes! Okay. Aw, man! Come on! Well, that works at least. And I'll go to the cave. This looks like a setting where the vampires live. Please, vampires, don't suck my blood. Okay, the next thing I should explain to you about is the remake of the game. Not like a remake, more like a remastered. How do you pronounce this? But let's just say that there was a game similar to Puzzle Bobble 2, which is called Puzzle Bobble 2X. It's actually like a remake version of it with a few extra additions to the game. And I'll try to explain as much as I can. I mean, I can't really show much of what it has to offer, but I can at least explain to you as best as I can though. This bubble setting kind of reminds me of something. Oh well. Okay, in December 1995, Taito released only in Japan an upgraded arcade version called Puzzle Bobble 2X, as well as on the Sega Saturn as well. This version features new additional content, such as at the beginning of the attract mode, an animated Taito logo is shown, replacing the static Taito logo of the original release. This sequence shows Bob and Bob along with Packy in a thin platform where he makes a 360-degree jump, causing an earthquake. This causes numerous bubbles to fall, with Bob and Bob beginning to panic. Finally, the Taito logo falls down, causing Bob and Bob to scream in terror along with the platform falling off screen. The audio that plays is the Capture the Heart Taito jingle from the console releases of Taito. Like I said, I'm explaining the best as I can, but I can't show any footage regarding it. Because, I don't know, maybe it's like a copyright system that if I take another footage from another people who played the Puzzle Bobble 2X, so I can't really show it. So if you want to play it, good luck with the Sega Saturn, or find a way to get to Japan. Okay, different backgrounds are shown during the title screen sequence, as well as the title screen itself. A Christmas themed sequence can be enabled in the attract mode, showing rendered scenes of Bob along with Drunk in the style of both Puzzle Bobble and Bubble Bobble scrolling past the screen. Okay, also there is an animation of Drunk who is disguised as Santa Claus and Maita who pulls the sled. The animation ends with a cameo of Bubby, the human form of Bob, from the final screen of the edit mode ending, as various Bubble Bobble items fall such as candy and potions, and the game displays Merry Christmas. There's also a New Year's theme sequence as well, in which the same image appears but with a bubble containing Drunk floating down the screen, and at the end pops below a snow-covered village and sends Drunk falling as the game displays a Happy New Year. Honestly, when I learned about all this, I was so interested in playing the Puzzle Bobble 2X, but can't. Well, Puzzle Bobble 2X being only featured in Japan, so I can't really gain an access to it. And I thought to myself that maybe I should stick with the classics more than doing a little of an upgrade. I did say this before that remakes are much better than the classics, but let's just say I have different taste and various different choices I want to make for myself. I mean, I am the one making recordings and all, so I thought why not? Well, it can't be helped. I'm just doing my best, you know. Oh dear, this one is harder than I thought. I got that out, but how am I supposed to get this out? Yeah, I definitely can't get that. Oh, come on! Oh man, I'm almost going to lose if I don't do something about this. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful. Whew, that was a close call. I want to explain more, but right now I need to focus on this because I'm gonna lose if I don't focus. Oh no. Well, I got that handle, but oh yeah, so close, and that was a close call. Whew. That was a close call. I wonder if that was the right setting to do. I mean, can't... Oh wait, if I... Yes! All of them down, baby! I got this one. Alright, time to go to the Q one. Okay, this is the metal ball. If you do it like this, you finish all of them in one shot, baby. Oh yeah! Now here comes the challenge. I wish everything was like that metal ball. Oh well, it can't be helped. Now, let me continue explaining about the features of the Puzzle Bobble 2X. On the Sega Saturn edition, there are also demos for spring, summer, and fall. On the spring demo, Bub tries to look for Woolen, only for him to faint at the end. On the summer demo, the game displays fireworks of various Puzzle Bobble 2 characters, and on the fall demo, it's similar to the spring demo, but it takes place in the sunset, and at the end, Woolen disappears, causing Bub to stop and be confused, with a question mark appearing over his head. For those who are a bit confused about who's Woolen, she's actually the female character that I'll be facing in the, in the player versus computer. Okay, focus. Oh dear. Come on, get the angle right. Oh, come on! Okay, that's a safe call for now. Okay, done! Now I just gotta get that aim right. Oh, come on! Yes! Safe. Okay, a new X course was added to the game, composing of harder levels than the normal course. This effectively doubles the amount of stages from 135 to 270. Also, a practice course was added to the puzzle mode with 5 easy stages to teach the player how to play the game, with a screen telling the player to try the other courses once completed. And when counting the regular courses, the Another World courses, and the practice courses, there are a total of 545 stages in total, which is devastating to hear it. Okay, a new theme named Paradise Cha-Cha-Cha was added exclusively for the puzzle mode. Cha-Cha-Cha. Why does that sound awfully familiar to how Mortimer would say things like these? Mortimer being Mickey's rival, actually. Cha-Cha-Cha. Seriously, why would they even say that? And it serves as the first in-game theme instead of Step Skip Go Go, which sounds like a child's game. Because of this, all the songs from the SSGG Step Skip Go Go are shifted 1 in number. Sound effects during player versus computer cutscenes were added. In the original version of the game, the cutscenes only play the cutscene theme and nothing else. Yeah, which can be a little boring sometimes. Elements from Buster Move Again were restored and used in this version. Buster Move Again backgrounds were restored and used exclusively in the puzzle mode. Player versus computer mode uses the normal ones. Buster Move Again bubbles were restored and used exclusively in the player versus computer mode. Player puzzle mode uses the normal ones. This feature is the only one that's being shared with the regular Puzzle Bobble 2. Oh dear. The disembodied hands and the computer from Buster Move Again return as secret playable characters, and they now get an upgrade. Instead of an arrow, they use a cannon, which can be pretty devastating now that I think about it. Okay, just a little bit more. Done! Okay, I think I can handle this. Yeah, done. Okay, just gotta get the one on there. Oh yeah, I have good aim. Well, good dish aim. Oh, can someone please evaluate how I'm doing? I wish my sister was here to do that, so... it can't be helped. She's not a big fan of these puzzle games to begin with. And finally to the question mark. While I handle this, let me tell you about the North American version that was released for the original arcade. The original arcade release in the North American version is much different than the other version. One of the most major changes in this version is that Bub and Bob were removed from the game and replaced with a pair of disembodied hands, which is kind of scary actually. Also, the characters that were in the versus CPU mode was removed and replaced with a generic computer. The backgrounds from the original version were also removed and replaced with 50 new backgrounds, but this also means that the backgrounds can loop in the puzzle mode, which is 30 stages long. Yeah, looks like the North American had a little trouble, to say the least. Really? How original, me. Okay. So as I was saying, the audio was also changed and the voices in the game were removed. Even though they were in English anyway, these changes were only made for the Taito F3 system version, since the Neo Geo and console releases are based on the original Japanese version. If this version was played in an emulator, it would have the Japanese audio, although the music was cut out on some levels. This emulation error was fixed in 2006, although not before it appeared in Taito Legends 2. Well, it's not like I'm going to be opening a collection system, so good luck with that though. But right now I need to focus on this more than anything, because the trouble bubbles are getting closer and closer to the line, which is really bad for me. Very bad. Seriously, how do professionals deal with this sort of thing? I'm already having a hard time doing with this. Okay, just gotta get the aim right. Ah, so close. Oh, did it? Well, I'm safe. So safe. Otherwise that would have been the end of me. Okay, yes. Okay, I explained everything that I needed to explain. So I guess I'll start explaining more once I start the player versus computer mode. But for now, I want to focus and burst these bubbles. Now that I think about it, these bubbles have the enemies that are present from Bubble Bobble. Wonder how they got trapped in there to begin with. Oh wait, trapped. I guess I can understand how, since Bub was the one who did that. Guess they must have collected it along the way. Is that how the story works? Huh. They really need to add a lore for this game. I think they already have a lore, I just can't remember. Okay, just gotta be careful. Yes, double. Oh yeah. I'm almost close. I just gotta get to do this and then round 30 and I am done. Come on, come on. Why do the bubbles that I need do not appear at all? That's the reason why it's so challenging in the first place, because those don't appear, they're the ones I want. Well, that's just how the games are made, so it's not like for me to complain. Oh, who am I kidding? I always complain. Done it! Okay, be careful. Again, why do I always get distracted? Darn it. Whew. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, then do this. Then just remove the star bubbles. Simple as that. Okay, the round 30. I can only aim at the middle, so hope I'm lucky. And I was lucky! I did it! And I guess I'll end it off here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Well, that was fun. Close calls, but fun. And as I said before, these have branching paths, and I can try my hand at other endings in other rounds. But I can't. Don't have time to do so. But I will admit, unlike the first Puzzle Bobble that was in the SNES and has 100 rounds, I'm glad this one has only 30 rounds, or else I had to leave this one as well. And I don't want to do that again. Since I finished the puzzle game of Puzzle Bobble 2, now I'll play the player versus computer part of the game next week. So until then, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for next week's reminder. Until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care and see you later. Now then, since I'm a bubble dragon, I want to try my hand at making bubbles and see how far they go. Let's go to the far side of the city. Okay, let's try it out. Yay! I can make bubbles at command instead of sneezing them out. Though I say that, but I had no trouble making them when I was playing Mega Man. Oh well. But now that I think about it, the bubbles in Puzzle Bobble were explosive. So does that mean these bubbles I'm making are explosive too? Nah, I'm sure they're harmless.